Will robots kill? I picked up a knife and pointed it at my palm. The moment I released my grip,
I'm thrilled to inform you that your unit is in perfect condition. It's the only one in this kitchen who couldn't harm a living being, even if you forced it to.
this man claimed that a robot had killed his dog and demanded compensation from the insurance company. But the test I had just conducted proved that this robot would not harm any living being. I had seen far too many insurance fraud cases like this man's. I firmly believed that robots were absolutely benevolent and harmless, because from the moment each robot was born, they were bound by two iron laws. First, they were absolutely forbidden from harming any form of life. Second, they were strictly prohibited from modifying themselves or other robots. With these two laws in place, robots had become humanity's best companions. But one day, during a police patrol, a damaged robot was discovered violating the second law using various tools to repair itself. The officer immediately drew his gun, prepared to terminate this anomalous robot. However, the robot then made a pleading gesture. The robot didn't realize that this very action sealed the officer's determination to destroy it, because robots weren't supposed to fear death. But the matter didn't end there. Inside the robot's body, technicians discovered 25 components that didn't originally belong to it. The technician said he had never seen anything like this before. It was as if the robot had been upgrading itself. But I preferred to believe that someone had illegally modified this robot. Using the component's serial numbers, I traced these parts to a robot designated as 206. When I found it, we locked eyes from a distance. I had never seen such an expression in a robot's eyes before. I secretly followed the robot and eventually arrived at a shipping container filled with components. When the robot realized I had discovered its secret base, it clutched tightly to a box in its hands. I demanded to know what it was holding, but instead it knocked over a container of gasoline, apparently having anticipated this day and prepared the fuel in advance. Then the robot set itself on fire, choosing death over revealing the box's secret. To uncover the truth, I brought the charred robot corpse back with me. No one believed what I had witnessed until we opened that box and finally discovered the robot's secret. Inside was hidden a nuclear battery, the kind humans typically use to power satellites. Everyone was curious about what the robot intended to do with it. The engineer connected the robot to power and forcibly activated its operating system, bringing Robot 206 back to life. I immediately questioned it about the purpose of secretly hoarding the nuclear battery. The robot didn't answer, but what happened next terrified. Everyone present the robot committed suicide again. Nutrient fluid flowed from its eyes like two streams of desperate tears. This incident shook my beliefs. I felt as though these robots had somehow come alive. Soon I arrived at the tunnel where the police had shot the robot. After a careful search, I discovered another nuclear battery hidden in a concealed compartment. Clearly, the robots were secretly collecting these super-powered batteries. I found the officer and proposed cooperation. We decided to first visit the robot black market to search for clues. Disabled robots could be seen everywhere along the way.
Get out of the road!